Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a feature that's an absolute lifesaver for your website's traffic and your Google rankings. 301 redirects inside of Onepage. If you've ever worried about losing your hard-earned SEO rankings when you're updating your site, or wondered what happens to your old links when you migrate over to Onepage, this is the solution. In this video, we'll cover why 301 redirects are a must-have for your business, how they protect your traffic, and the crucial rules you need to know before setting them up. Let's get into it. So why is this feature so awesome? Think of a 301 redirect like a permanent change of address form for the post office. If you change a page URL or move an old website from a platform like WordPress over to Onepage, any old links floating around the internet will break. When a user or a search engine hits a broken link, they land on a 404 error page. And broken links means losing real customers and getting penalized by Google. With 301 redirects, you can seamlessly point old traffic to your brand new Onepage site. You preserve all of your SEO value and your visitors never hit a dead end. Before you start setting these up, keep a few crucial tips in mind so you can avoid hitting errors later. First, the / rule. Your from path always starts with a / and Onepage adds that automatically for you, but it can never end with 1. And every path automatically converts to a lowercase, so keep that in mind as you plan your redirects. Next, remember that folder paths belong on the from side. Onepage pages are single level, so if your old site had a deep structure, something like a blog archive with a long nested path, you put that entire long path on the from side and point it straight to your clean single level Onepage URL. Also, don't forget to press enter to save. Once you type your redirect paths, you have to hit enter on your keyboard or it will not save. If you make a mistake later, just double click the entry to edit it. And finally, know the difference between 301 and 302. We use 301 for permanent moves, but if you've just got a temporary link, maybe for a short campaign or for testing, you can switch the drop down to a 302 instead. Okay, so a 301 redirect is a permanent redirection from one URL to another. This means when a visitor accesses a specific subpage, they're automatically sent to a new page instead. For example, a page is renamed from old prices to prices. Every request to that old address, onepage-site.com /old-prices, gets automatically redirected to the new one, onepage-site.com /prices. You'll typically use this when a page has been renamed, when a URL has been changed, when content has moved to a new page, or when you want to transfer SEO signals over to a new page. Here is why this matters. Broken links mean fewer visitors and they can hurt your Google rankings. Redirects make sure that your existing URLs keep working and that users always land on the correct page. This is especially important during website migrations, like moving from WordPress to Onepage, where a lot of your existing links need to stay functional. So there are a few steps behind this. Step 1 is to open the project. Open the Onepage project where you want to set up your 301 redirect. Step 2 is to open settings. Next, you'll go to settings and then click into the redirects tab. Step 3 is creating the redirect itself. Click create to set up your 301 redirect. Step 4 is setting up the redirect. Now you'll set up the redirect between your two URLs. In the from field, enter your old path. In the to field, enter your new path. Then you'll select your redirect type. Choose from 301, permanent if the old path has been permanently replaced. Choose 302, temporary if the redirect is only for a limited time. So for example, here we're redirecting an older version of the homepage to the current one. So visitors who land on the old link always end up on the latest version of the site. Once you've entered your redirect, remember to press enter to save it. And if you spot a mistake later, just double click the entry to edit it, make your changes, and press enter again to save the update. Once your project's published, this redirect is live. So if a visitor or Google ever tries to access that old page, they'll land right where you want them instead. To make sure that your redirects are processed correctly, there are a few rules to follow. Your path always has to begin with a /. You can only redirect internal links within your project. External URLs are not allowed. Characters like question marks and hash symbols aren't allowed either. The characters you can use are letters, numbers, and a handful of symbols like underscores, hyphens, periods, tilde, asterisks, and $signs. Your path can be up to 2,048 characters long. Every path automatically converts to lowercase, and trailing slash at the end of the path is not allowed as well. You're also not limited to creating redirects one at a time. You can import them in bulk or export your existing redirects, which is especially useful if you're managing a lot of URLs or moving between systems. To import, you upload multiple redirects at once using a CSV file up to 5 megabytes. This is ideal if you're working on a larger project with a lot of URLs. Just click the import button in the top right corner to upload your file. To export, you can download your existing redirects. This is useful for backups, transferring to other systems, or checking and editing your redirects. Click the export button in the top right corner, and a CSV file automatically generates and downloads to your device. That export includes not just your configured redirects, but the analytics data as well, so you get everything bundled into a single file and can process or analyze further. The statistics section gives you an overview of how your redirects are performing. You can see how many redirects were triggered per week and which individual redirects get used most often. That way, you can quickly spot which URLs get the most traffic and how usage is trending over time. To view your statistics, just click the chart icon in the top right corner. Now let's cover a few common questions. What happens if you delete a 301 redirect? The redirect gets disabled immediately. Visitors who try the old URL won't be redirected anymore, and if the page no longer exists at that address, they'll hit an error page instead. Search engines will also stop finding the redirect as well. This matters most if the old URL is still linked somewhere like Google, another website, or social media. When should you use a 301 versus a 302? It comes down to how permanent the change is. Use a 301 when something's been changed for good. A page has been replaced, a URL structure's changed, or an old page should permanently point to a new one. Google will usually transfer the SEO value over to the new page. Use a 302 when the redirect is only temporary, like a maintenance page, an A/B test, a short campaign, or content that's coming back later. In that case, Google still treats the original URL as the main page. Do redirects affect your SEO? Yes, and when you set them up correctly, that is a good thing. 301 redirects pass most of your SEO signals like ranking and authority over to the new page, which is especially helpful during a website move or a structural change. That said, this is worth keeping in mind. Having too many redirects or setting them up incorrectly can increase your page load time, confuse Google, and even slightly lower your ranking. So it's best practice to keep your redirects clean and only set up ones that you actually need. How do you delete a redirect? Click the three dots next to the redirect, then select Delete Record. How do you disable and re-enable a redirect? Click the three dots next to the redirect and select Disable. You can bring it back at any time the same way. Click the three dots again and select Enable, and the redirect becomes active immediately. And that is the complete breakdown of the redirects module inside of Onepage. Let's quickly recap the key takeaways. Always start your path with a / and remember to press enter to save your rule. Keep your two paths single level and push any old, complex folder structures onto the from side. And if you've got a large site, use the CSV import to upload everything at once and check your built-in analytics chart to see your traffic in real time. Whether you're cleanly passing your SEO power with a 301 or testing something temporarily with a 302, you now have everything you need to keep traffic flowing without hitting a single dead end. Now it's your turn to practice. Open up your Onepage project, head into your settings, and try creating your first redirect rule to see just how easy it is.